You know, you see them in these fields and they're just hundreds of acres. Towering rows of hops stretching off in the horizon. And that's where this magic really begins. We've been so thrilled to tour Yakima Valley, Washington with one of our hop providers and good friends, Hollandberry & Son.
If you live in a city, day-to-day agriculture, that's not a part of most of our lives anymore. By the time we've received anything in a brewery, it's been touched by so many hands and so many people just to end up in my hands. And now it's my turn. It's almost like passing a baton.
I'm Andrew Morford. I work at Green Acre Farms. My great-grandfather had hops, so I would be technically the fourth hop farmer in the family.
Every farmer that we met, everyone in the field, everyone was really passionate and really determined to create the best hops they could. All of these farmers, every single one of them, were multi-generation, who had learned from their parents, who had learned from their parents. You have this connection to the physical soil they're on. You know, the whole blood, sweat, and tears, but through generations. You have people who have grown up appreciating the land and the hops coming off of that. Here we are and they're running 24-hour operations. It's just amazing to be surrounded by just unrelenting passion.
We started in 1935. My grandpa, I purchased the farm from my dad in 2011. We have 6 different varieties. And they're all doing good this year. Yields are good, usage is down, but there's still 8,000 breweries out there that need hops. I just always want to turn in the best quality as we can. That's what Dad always tried to preach. Everybody can grow hops, but when times are bad, quality is going to rise to the top.
I'm Matt Hollingberry.
What do we have here?
A hop selection. The goal is to look for any major defects or any off flavors and aromas in the hops, and ultimately find one that you like, that you think would make great beer.
What kind of quality should I be looking for in these specific hops?
There's really 3 quality parameters for hops: moisture content, visual look and feel of them, and then there's obviously aroma and aroma intensity. The really important part about hop selection is it allows brewers an opportunity to connect with one of their key materials in a way that doesn't really exist in other commodities. 70% of the US crop is grown within 15 miles of this building. Because of that, you know, brewers can come here, they can visit farms, they can see the hops, they can compare the hops against each other. Every brewer does this differently.
Sure.
You know, I like to get just a sense of what I'm feeling. You kind of get the visual aspect of it.
Yeah, there's some like gold. You can see like these like lupulin.
Yeah, the lupulin glands.
So let's see how these smell. So wait, we're rubbing them?
So you rub it, so you want to create some heat to break open the oils and then smell.
There's like a really strong citrus note that like runs through this. I kind of get like a dark berry.
Everybody's nose, you know, smells a little bit differently, but the way people describe what they smell is fascinating. The other thing to think about is what are they going into? Is this an IPA? Is this a pale ale? Is it a lager? What kind of impact are you looking for out of this hop?
Those are all really important things to think about. Well, thank you, Matt. This has been really helpful and really educational, and I really appreciate your time here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's an absolute pleasure having you.
You're at the Siegel Ranch in Grandview, Washington. I'm John Siegel Jr., 3rd generation hop grower. This will be our 83rd year. We've always been a small estate quality hop farm. One of our claims to fame is that my father took an experimental hop in 1970. He thought, why can't there be an aroma hop in America? After brewing trials, Coors Brewing Company decided to buy 56013, which was then named Cascade. So where you're standing is where the Cascade hop was first commercially cultivated. My dad turned Fritz Maytag at Anchor Brewing Company onto Cascade in 75. And in 75, Fritz introduced the first dry hopped ale in America called Liberty Ale.
What a great Genesis point.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to kind of take a walk around
Sure.
the facility and
Sure.
kind of see exactly what's going on.
You can see with these varieties, we're looking not only for a great smelling hop, but also a great yielding hop. You look at these plants here, that's what you want this. This is like a wall of hops. Overall partnership between our farm and the craft beer industry, and we used to be just going to macro breweries, big breweries, and now we're really only working with small artisanal craft breweries. They get it, you know, they can rub our hops and totally understand the work that we put in and develop really great relationships with people who recognize our quality.
Beyond a product, it's a person behind
Right.
all of these things,
Right.
and it is a relationship
Yep.
and a community.
I'm Kayla, and I'm a research geneticist with USDA ARS, Agricultural Research Service. As part of a public agency, my goal is to produce something that's more efficient. We're not motivated by money, we're motivated by impact. We're trying to build up a model that we can use in the future to predict performance of hops. We're working on disease resistance, but then we also look at yield, picking abilities, and then there's the sensories, which is super subjective and hard to breed for, but fun because it involves people like you.
I'm looking at what seems to be hundreds, if not thousands, of hop vines coming up.
Yes.
They're all about 6 or 7 feet tall. What's going on here?
Behind me here is our seedling yard, so this is the first time that the plants are ever evaluated. We found that the cones are fairly representative, so if they're really fluffy and lightweight and small, they're gonna be fluffy, lightweight, and small later.
There are so many people down the line, from farmers and all of their employees, the hop brokers, the distributors, the brewers, the drinkers, everyone is going to be affected by the decisions that are made in this field.
This is a public program. It's very collaborative in nature. We don't have a brewer on our teams. I really depend on collaboration for that whole aspect of the program. If brewers are interested in contributing, they can contact me, and we are always looking for people to test our hops.
Future of hops.
Maybe.
Right here. Coming to your next pint in 2028.
I was born in Yakima. I've sampled hops all my life, smelled them every year. When you're pulling a handful out of a bale and you smell it, it's just a wonderful experience. I've dealt with 4 or 5 generations in the same family. The perspective is a little different. The brokerage that I had inherited from my dad didn't look like it had a future. But then, miraculously, the craft brew industry was coming along at about the same time, and there was a hop shortage all of a sudden, so it looked a lot different. So we moved away from brokering and moved into buying from the growers, selling to the craft brewers. 2 groups of people that are really pleasant to work with. They have passion about what they're doing. You have this group of growers that are trying to grow the best hops they can and sell them to the breweries who are trying to make the best beer they can. It's generations of people trying to do it better than the previous generation, coming up with this flavor ingredient in the hops. It's hard to drink a beer and visualize all that has gone into that one ingredient. It's such a small industry, maybe 60 growers in the United States. I know most of them and their kids and their grandparents. I think craft brewers have connected the beer drinker with the farmer. One of the joys is knowing that what you see today isn't what you saw yesterday, and it's not going to be what you see tomorrow.